Thank you for joining me for this video where I'm going to talk about for the first time since 2014. Yes, 2014. Clemson is out of the top 25. Yes, they won the game, but for the first time, the voters actually was using their brain instead of their anuses and realized that it is not a good decision to put a team that looks like Clemson in the top 25. The only thing that I would challenge them on is you might want to retake your top 10. You might want to look at your top 10, definitely reconsider it. Got a bunch of people getting in here. Chase Henderson, my old brother from another mother. Can't wait to see your wife getting in here. Tiger, Paul Craven, Clemson Carson, Raging Buffalo, Bo Weevil, may there to you, James. James, good to see you. If you're brand new here, hit the subscribe button, turn on notification. If you don't know a lot about me, you'll find out that not only am I a big Clemson fan, but I am hated by most Clemson fans. It's kind of like a rite of passage. I don't know what it is. Let me see. Mr. Brown's in here. Pack-a-lack, may there to you. Anybody watching this later on, this is a live stream. Someone says, what does May there mean? May there! Granny May there. May there. Good to see you. South Carolina Tiger Fan 803 is in here. All right, I'm going to jump right into this. First of all, I'm going to tell you the first thought that I had. Clemson, you know who I really feel sorry for? The defense. Special teams. I feel sorry for BT Paul. I'm telling you right now, we are going to find ourselves in the annals of time 10, 15 years from now. And we're going to look back at this team and see all the talent that's on it that was wasted. Now, Dabo Swinney's not been too keen on wasting talent. He hasn't. I'm just telling you, he has been really good about getting talent out on the field. We know what he did with Kelly Bryant. Like, there was people in the Clemson camp who was upset when he benched Kelly. I'm going to tell you right now, he benched Kelly for a lot less than what's going on right now. But as you know, I still believe DJ's the man. Do I think he needs to be benched? Yes, to motivate him. 100%. Challenge him. And put Fomacha out there. Fomacha does deserve a chance at this point. Okay? I know there's a picture that is circulating. It's got mixed reviews. It's kind of like finding out, hey, you know, I got this really good-looking girl I kissed last night, and then you show it to somebody else, and they go, wait a second, that's my girlfriend. It has mixed reviews. So apparently after the ball game, it was late last night. Death Valley was empty, but the lights were still on, as they always do on a night game. DJ apparently went back down to the field, had his short t-shirts on, probably thong sandals, and he was working on his passing routes. So one camp believes that this was actually leaked. This was leaked on purpose. This was leaked by Clemson media to make him look better. To make him look like he really cares and so on. And the other side of the camp has been saying that he actually was working on it. Okay. And I was asked today by Bobby Dirkens Jr., what do you believe, Daddy? Now, y'all know me, I spew out what I think all the time, right, wrong, or whatever. I'm not trying to be bipartisan here. Nothing good comes out of the word bi. Anyway, I said, honestly, I don't know. I could definitely see the Clemson coaching staff, social media and everything, trying to save his image. Trying to get people off his back because, I mean, he's catching it. At the same time, I could see the dude just sick and tired of not performing like he knows he can, and I believe he can. But dropping out of the top 25 with this talent, dropping out of the top 25 with the defense playing at an elite level. I know we've suffered some injuries. We're going to look back and go, man, we had Spires and BT Potter on the special teams. I'm telling you, people are going to look back 10, 15 years, just like I think with this whole C19 going on. Notice I won't even say the full word, okay? I won't even say the proper term because, anyway, your video get banned. But I think we're going to look back in 10 or 15 years and go, what the crap were y'all thinking? Y'all should have opened up everything and called it a day. And I think that's what we're going to think with Clemson. I'm just being honest with you. I think that right now, I am going to say this for the 5 millionth time. And it is not going to be popular. I understand that teams go through slumps. But teams don't supposed to go through slumps with this much talent when you play in a weaker conference. And let's go ahead and be honest with ourselves. Clemson played Georgia better than any SEC team has played them so far. And so while everybody wants to take on the dig on the ACC, and it's rightfully so, and while everybody wants to take a dig on Clemson and how sucky they've been mishandling, pissing away their talent, rightfully so, Georgia, you who talked a lot of trash, knowing a lot of players were out, but you still talk the trash anyway, you're acting like you beat Clemson by like 50, and your offense couldn't score a touchdown if you put a gun to their unmentionables. So, the point is that Clemson, even on a down year, could still play competitive with y'all. And the only touchdown you could score is because we messed up. Other than that, I mean, good. Clemson's offense looks like crap. It does. And that's it. It was absolutely horrible. Clemson's out of the top 25. And I'm just telling you right now, get out of the top 25, and maybe this will wake up Sweeney, especially with his offense. I know rankings don't matter right now, but the rankings you want to be in, you're not going to be in them. You're not going to be in them. You blew that last weekend with NC State. Everybody would have given you a gentleman's pass on Georgia. NC State, no. Did NC State lose to La Tech last night? I don't know. We had no business losing to them. They play a good game, and when you're... Here's my favorite cliche crap here. When you get really good, really good, people's going to bring their best, and there's going to be a target on your back. Yeah, if you look at this ain't been target on the back. This is poor coaching. Okay? It's just poor coaching. It's poor coaching on the offensive side. And it does go back to Sweeney. I'm telling you this. I think the world of Dabo Sweeney. We have the right man in there for the job. I'm not second guessing Sweeney. I completely 100% second guess Tony Elliott. He's earned every bit of it. He is being paid way too much to turn around way too little. Obviously, they didn't have DJ ready. They didn't have the offensive line ready. In businesses, this goes way above my head, but in businesses, they actually have something called a forecast. They look down the road, and they forecast what's coming. Apparently, Clemson's offense didn't do this. Okay? So, But I will tell you this right now. Jeff Scott is the reason why we had such... And everybody knows it now. And I've said that 100 times. I've said, Jeff Scott, this heart. What was I about to say? I was just going to say that Jeff Scott was the real... I'm just saying, Jeff Scott... Tony Elliott's not the reason we won... championship. I don't know what we're protecting there. We beat out the top 25. I hope it wakes them up, but I'm going to tell y'all right now. And I know I got a bunch of comments on here, but I'm on my phone. I can't see a bunch of this. I'm afraid at this point, Sweeney, you're right, Chase. I actually don't have that many brain cells left. Got to stop hitting myself so. Where's your wife? Good Lord. Easy. Oh Lord. Georgia broke our spirit. If Georgia broke our spirit, they would have been able to score a touchdown on the offense. So, there we go. Repurposing that fan belt. Well, you know what? Once you find a good stud, it's very difficult. Very difficult. Anybody knows that reference? Y'all let me know. Anybody in the comment section? He was always good at finding a good stud. You know that reference? Please put it in the comment section. I'm going to tell you what I'm concerned about. It's what I like to call the mama hen syndrome. Mama hen syndrome is where a mother can be confronted with the stupidity that her children is doing, and no matter how ridiculous or stupid it is, no matter how stupid or ridiculous or heinous their kids do things, Mama Hen's going to come along and take up for it. The sad thing about the Mama Hen syndrome is that it actually encourages the children, or the chicks in this case, not hot ones, I'm talking about chicks, like poultry. It encourages them to keep going on their ways. They don't see the error of their ways. Just keep doing what they do. All right? I'm afraid that Sweeney is beginning to suffer from Mama Hen syndrome. Last night, I have never been so disappointed, embarrassed to a point, when a sideline reporter with great hair asked him, said, "So what, Coach, what'd you learn about your team tonight?" What she should have said was, "What'd you learn about your team tonight that they had to, the other team had to fumble a snap while they were driving for y'all to win?" She could have said that, and I know she'd have been demoted and everything, but even though I love Sweeney, I'd have loved seeing that question posed. "What did you learn about your team tonight, Coach?" "What did I learn? I'll tell you right now, I know that they got hard. I didn't learn anything. I already knew that. I hope everybody else watching knows what they've got." Sweeney, I love you to death. Okay? Love you, Sweeney. You are the man. Clemson football. You did the most Clemson football ever. You, in my opinion, are still one of the top coaches in college football. You are one of the only reasons I still have faith that you're going to turn this thing around. Not this season. This season, yada, yada, yada. Okay? But I'm afraid he's got Mama Hen syndrome. He's taking up for his boys. That's good. He's taking up for his coach. That's good. But we also have what's that guy's name out there? Mike Gundy. Y'all remember that? Mike Gundy. He was last year. You remember his running back basically held his head over a barrel when Mike Gundy, he wore a T-shirt for a network called OAN. Never heard of him up till that point. And Chuba Hubbard, Chuba, whatever, I don't really give a crap. He told everybody that was a racist network. It was a racist network. So I was like, whoa, what did Mike Van Gundy do? Hold on. What did he do? So I go on, and I'm thinking I'm going to see Klan paraphernalia. I'm going to see, ethnic slurs, everything. No. What's interesting was the majority of the newscast was made up of women who were Hispanic. And so I started fumbling through there, and I'm like, whoa, hold on one second. Are they? Hold on. Whoa. It's a different point of view, but there was no racism. Now, I'm not talking about racism where a white guy and a black guy gets in disagreement because a white guy disagrees with him automatically he's racist. Yeah, I'm not talking about that. That's not real racism. That's manufactured crap. I'm talking about racism. You dislike somebody because of the color of their skin. Doesn't matter how good they are. Don't matter what a good person they are. How well they treat the family. How hard they work. Everything. That is racism, folks. And what did he do? What did Mike Gundy do? He stumbled out there and he goes, I was an idiot. And I shouldn't have done that. You know why? Because they're about to fire me. By the way, that's what happened at Florida State last year when Marvin Wilson threatened, he didn't like the way that Mike Norvell handled the situation and I said this, Mike Norvell should have quit at that moment. He lost his locker room. The thing with Sweeney is he is taking up for his guys at a fault. And I'm just look, I know when you're the bearer of bad news, everybody goes, kill the messenger. The news hadn't changed. You just killed the guy who told you. Sweeney is in mama hen syndrome. He's taking up for everybody because he's supposed to afford. He's supposed to support them. He is taking up for everybody because he's supposed to be on their side. He's taking up for everybody because they've been faithful to him. Folks, I believe in loyalty. And I think one of the problems in this world is two things. We don't have a good loyalty, and we have too much blind loyalty. And in this scenario, that's the only thing that concerns me. Of course, he's not going to walk up to a mic and trash DJ. And of course, he's not going to walk up to the mic and rip Elliot. But the way he's going about it just bothers me. All right, I'm just telling you, I'm worried. But I'm not shocked that they're out of the top 25. But if you have to continually be the victim to win a game, if you have to be a victim to contend, and you can't be the returning champions, and that doesn't motivate you, I'm going to tell you, folks, that's bothersome. That you just can't use the talent that you have. But they're out of the top 25. And that's a big deal. I already say I've ticked off some Georgia fans. Hey, that's good. That's good. You beat us this year. You own the on-time record. How many national championships do you have in the past 40 years? Just asking for a friend. Just wondering. All right, well, listen. I'm Bobby Dirkens. You hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, let everybody know I said may there to them. Interesting week coming up. We will see what's going on in the world of college football. Oregon laid a golden egg yesterday. That was a big deal. let me see. Let me go ahead and tell you who I don't buy in the top 25. Iowa. Iowa. If somebody comes on here and talks about, but they're different. They're playing really physical. They always do this. Here and there. So I'm just going to let you know. Iowa will lose a game that you're sitting there scratching, your head going, what's going on? Penn State, I don't buy Penn State. Oklahoma's Oklahoma. Ohio State's already wet the bed once this year. Notre Dame finally got shellacked yesterday. I'm just telling you, I'm still waiting on Georgia to wet the bed. Florida totally proved to me yesterday. I thought after that Bama game maybe they would fight more. Kentucky came in and beat them. Kentucky is not a bad team, but they're not a good team. Lord, who else? I don't know. I don't have the top 25 memorized. It's not that important to me. But, when you see teams like Coastal moving up, Jamie Chadwell, I don't. I'm telling you, if somebody does not come along and throw a big bucket of money at him and bring them to their school, they're nuts. They are absolutely nuts. South Carolina, if you really wanted to find a coach, the right fit for y'all, what you should do is go to a true blue Clemson fan and ask them, honestly, no reverse psychology here, ask them, on either side, ask them, who would make you wet your pants if you found out South Carolina hired them as a head coach? And whoever they say, if they know football, that's who you should hire. Beamer's not a bad coach. He's not the man for the job down there. I believe Chadwell would have definitely been. Anybody who's followed him knows he started up here. One of his first jobs was up here at North Greenville, here in the upstate of South Carolina. Went down Charleston Southern. Now he's at Coastal Carolina doing amazing things. My point is, I'm just blown away who people won't hire. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Seymour, Georgia, talking here, and here's the deal. Georgia, do you have a good team? You do have a good football team. You do have a really good football team. But you've had many good football teams. So, we'll believe it when we see it. If you come and win a national championship, I won't be eating crow. I will actually say, hey, you proved it. I would be eating crow to say, I believe you're going to win the national championship this year. Because you ain't proved it. You ain't proved it. You just look like the same old powerful, got good players everywhere, Georgia, that you always have been. And see, that's a compliment to you. You've always had good players. But see, and I know Clemson's doing really bad right now. They really are. Do you see why I'm shocked? I'm shocked that we're not using our good talent to retain the national championship. For y'all down in Athens, y'all should be used to this. Well, I'm Bobby Dirkens. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. Turn on notification. I'm Bobby Dirkens. You keep showing up. Lord knows. Even if you don't, I'll keep showing out. Bobby Dirkens.